You stink. Nobody likes you. Imagine that you are a four-legged animal about the size of a cat. You have short legs and a long bushy tail. Your soft black fur has long white stripes. You're a beautiful animal, but nobody wants to be your friend. Why not? You're a skunk, and you stink. Anyone who smells you or gets sprayed by you never forgets it. You and your smelly cousins lived in many parts of North and South America. Striped skunks, your kind, are the skunks most people know about. Hooded skunks look like you, but more of their fur is white. Hawk-nosed skunks look like hooded skunks with long nose. Spotted skunks have white spots or short stripes. What kind of animal? You're a mammal. This large group also includes whales, bears, deer, mice, and many other animals. Like other mammals, you have a black bone and hair, and your babies are born live. The mammals on this page are some of your closest relatives. Like many of your relatives, you like to eat both animals and plants. More than half of your food is insects. You also like to eat worms, frogs, rodents, lizards, snakes, birds, and eggs. Some of your favorite plants are grass, leaves, nuts, and berries. Do you know skunks eat garbage in areas where people live? They also eat dead animals left behind by cats. Skunks eat different food at different times of the year. They don't care what they eat as long as it fills them up. Why you stink? You have a secret weapon to keep enemies away. You only use it after you try everything else. First, you stamp your feet if an enemy comes close. Then you hiss and growl. If the enemy doesn't leave, you raise your tail and arch your back. You try to look bigger to scare the enemy. Sometimes these warnings do not work. Then you spray your enemy with a sticky, smelly liquid called musk. Musk comes from a pouch at the bottom of your tail. Musk smells worse than terrible. It takes a long time for the strong smell to go away. Do you know skunks spray dogs that get too close to them? People wash their dogs with tomato juice to help get rid of the smell. What animals are enemies of you and your stinky cousins? Most other mammals leave you alone. Your black and white fur is a warning to keep away. But some large animals think of you as a tasty meal. Great horned owls are your worst enemy. They have a very poor sense of smell. Skunk homes. Your home is called a den. You might make your home inside a hollow log. Many of your cousins live in underground burrows. If you live near people, you may live under a house. You are careful not to spray musk around your home. You don't like your smell any more than other animals do. You spend winter in your den, but you don't sleep all winter as bears do. On warmer days, you come out to look for food. You don't spend much time with other skunks, but on cold winter days, many of you gather together in a den to keep warm. Do you know skunks live during the day? They look for food when the sun starts to go down. Their worst enemy, the great horned owl, is active at night too. Baby skunks. If you are a female skunk, you give birth to babies in the spring. The babies are called kids. You usually have 5 or 6 kids at one time. Your kids are born with skin that is black and white. Their skin has the same pattern of color that their fur will have someday. You stay in your den with your kids for about 6 weeks. Like other mammals, you feed your babies milk so they will grow. Then you take your kids outside. You protect them from animals that might want to eat them. Your kids learn how to find food and stay safe. After nearly a year, they leave you to live alone. skunks and people. You and your smelly cousins want people to leave you alone. If people come too close, you might spray them. You might try to bite or scratch too. Some of your cousins have a sickness called rabies. Rabies can kill people. This is another good reason for people to leave you alone. But the biggest reason is because you stink. Do you know some people keep skunks as pets? Usually, these pets are not stinky. A doctor removes the part that makes musk.